It's 12:38 p.m. on Sunday, January 9th, about 12:39 p.m., just after lunchtime here, and January 9th, 2022. What I can see is Booster 4. Looks like what remains of Booster 3, they took it off of Pad A, and we have Starship 20 still over here on Pad B. Starship 20 is on Pad B, and they took the Booster 4 off of the orbital launch platform. Again, I've been gone almost a month, and I've heard that they moved the chopsticks around a little bit. They opened them up. I did see a picture where they were open. I don't know if they moved the chopsticks up and down. If you know if that's happened, let me know. So I'm just getting back into it and seeing what's changed, because I haven't been following it. I've been focusing on accomplishing other things here at Ocean Camera Space Corp. My name is S Mamakos. I do see a section over there still on Pad A. It looks like, was that the top? I don't see any nozzles on the top of that piece over there on Pad A. I'm wondering what that is. Is that part of Booster 3 that they cut? Did they cut another piece off of Booster 3? And because I guess I'm going to see soon enough when I get to the main gate over there whether they still have the top of Booster 3 sitting over there next to Pad A as well. So, because I know the top of the Booster 3 had the nozzles on it, and that was still there for a while after they cut it in half. So Booster 4, Booster 3, I don't know what that is. Maybe that's the base of Booster 3. And Starship 20, we got the tower and the orbital launch platform. I'll check out that chat here. See what we got going on here. Hey, Bruins. Yeah, Happy New Year. Yep. Tony, hey. Cutting up Booster 3, test beam on the chopsticks. Okay, I'll check that out. I'm going to go, Steven, I'm going to go there closer in a little bit. They moved them every which way. Cool. Stargazer picked up the slack. Good. Good. Yeah, there's a lot of people here compared to last year in March when I got here. There's many more people here. In the beginning, at least last March, April, was just mostly me and Mary, Boca Chica gal, and so now a lot more individuals are here filming, which is a good thing. Tony says chopsticks opened and closed, moved left, right, but did not go up and down. Thanks, Tony. That's awesome. Good info. So I got several photographs with a Nikon camera from here. I'm not using that right now. I have it with me so I can. It's been a little bit sunny and rainy today, so I haven't set up a live stream yet with the Nikon camera. I have it here with me. So hey, y'all who have been watching Stargazer, has he been chatting? Has he started? I was encouraging him to do some commentary. And I think Jessica Kirsch is still in the neighborhood. Let me know about that too. But is Starship Gazer speaking on camera? That would be amazing if that has happened. Let me know if that's happened, everybody. He's a good guy, and I've never seen him speak on camera though, so that would be a step in the right direction. And the more transparency and the more open and you know, in front of the camera, there's several photographers out here who don't get in front of the camera because I guess maybe they don't look so good. They don't like their looks, or maybe the people they work for, maybe the people that some of these photographers work for don't want these people getting on camera because they don't want them to. They think it would be a bad image if people saw who the actual photographers were for some of these other companies. That's what I think personally. Maybe either they don't look good, or the people who they work for don't care about what they think about what they're photographing. But obviously, I work for y'all, but I work for myself as well, and nobody's going to tell me what to say or not to say. So, and I get benefits and I suffer from what I say, but at least it's what I believe in. But there are other photographers out here who can't say what they want to say on camera because they'll get fired. Isn't that is quite the situation. So. Or maybe they don't look good enough, or maybe it'd be a bad image. But obviously, I'm a world expert at meditation, and so I'm bringing a whole other aspect, and this is my business. So I run the show here at Ocean Camera Space Corp, and I'm very happy, and you also are in partnership with me running the show here as well. So I look at your feedback and your commentary, and then I consider whether or not to what I feel about what is said here in the chat here. But yeah, I speak a lot all the time, and I would be interested if you know other people who are getting in front of the camera, because I think that's a really good thing. I see the chat here. Okay, Howard says it did go up and down yesterday. Jessica's at the Tesla factory. Okay. Yusuf, hey, I am you. Up and down on Friday. Thank you. Awesome. They have put a test rig on the sticks with a hardpoint lifting lugs as on the booster. Let me see if I understand it. Tony says they put a test rig on the sticks with the hardpoint lifting lugs as on the booster. Okay, so I remember they put a test rig on the sticks. So what are the sticks? Again, I've been out of commission here for a little while. I see the booster 3 lifted, and it's now looks like it's setting on the ground there next to pad A. But sticks, I'm not sure what that means. A test article attached to the catch arms to test the lateral movement. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'll see if I can get some, on chopsticks. I got you, sticks, chopsticks. Okay, cool, thank you. So they put a test rig on the chopsticks with the hard point lifting lugs as on the booster. Okay, cool. All right, so maybe to assist in the lifting of it if they needed to help it get up and down. That makes sense. Okay. I think the next thing I'm going to do, unless anyone can think of another thing to photograph here, I can do somewhat of a 360 pan. I could pan 360, or let me see. I'll just I'll kind of center the tower. Center of the tower here. Maybe zoom in on the base here. I got a bunch of photos right before doing this live stream with the Nikon too, so with zooms and everything. So I'll be doing uploading that later today. I might do a music video. Not a lot of people like the music videos, but I like making them. When it gives me an opportunity to hear a lot of cool music and sift through a lot of music, and I actually spend several hours on getting the right music and editing the video. And my computer right now isn't the best computer, so it'll die a lot of times, or the memory will run out and it'll get stuck. It'll freeze. So video is always a challenge for me, but I like doing the videos and the music videos, even though they don't get a lot of views. So just to test a mechanism that moves the booster along the catch arms. Okay, that makes sense. All right, everybody. I'm gonna go to the next spot here, unless you all want to see this a little bit longer. What a day to be back! What a day! Again, I am gonna be setting up a 24/7 camera here, either this week or very soon. Once the survey is done, I'm gonna begin that setup, and I could even set up one of these phones here that I have, or maybe the Nikon P1000, and just leave it at a much better zoomed in version of this, or even just something like this. I could do a 1080p, or I can actually set up the Nikon P1000 and leave it here protected, exterior, but do the 24/7 camera. So that's going to be the next challenge, to have a remote camera here, and that it's going to be easy to do, but to do it well is going to be a good challenge. and it's going to prepare me for the next step of doing it in space. So that's what I'm going to be working on. One of my top 15 moves for this year. I guess I'll get in front of the camera. One of the videos I saw last year was by Patrick Bet-David, and he was saying to have like your next 15 moves. I can speak about this for a little while now. Write down your next 15 moves to move forward. What would be the next 15 major events? And one of them, so I wrote down, I think I wrote down about 19 different things that I could do to move forward with Ocean Camera Space Corp. And one of them was to hire a team member, my first team member. So I did hire, have a team member with me, working with me now. So another one was to set up one remote camera. So that's another of the 15 that's going to be accomplished pretty soon. And a third item was to have a second remote camera. So I'm going to see if I can do 2 remote cameras this year. That shouldn't be hard to do. I mean, I could set up 2 cameras in the same location, one facing the build site and another facing the launch site. So 2 cameras here, 24/7. I could do that easy. So maybe that'll be pretty easy to do. So that'll be 3 accomplishments. 3 accomplishments out of the 15. Another one is to have my first board member. Someone to join the board. So that's one of. That's one of the 15, and then a second one of the 15 is to have a second board member. So I want to have at least 5 totally separate board members who aren't participating in any other aspect here at Ocean Camera Space Corp. So I know of one individual who might join the board. I know 2 other individuals who potentially might join, depending on how things are in life. But I'm looking for someone. I have over 100 connections now on LinkedIn to different the Space Force PR individual and different CEOs of different companies. And so I've been reaching out over the last 30 days, really, maybe 40 days, maybe 40 to 50 days on LinkedIn, growing my network. So I have I have over 100 connections now on LinkedIn to accomplished people at Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, Tedros, Space Force, another person from the meditations field, a few people from meditation, Carrie Cassidy, Hal Puthoff, if any of you know who that individual is, very accomplished individual, and some people from Dubai, Saudi Arabia, and all around the world. There are all these different space organizations and companies who are trying to accomplish kind of the same thing, to get us out there into space. What I don't see anyone talking about, and what is very interesting about the Apollo mission, is that they haven't shown us in the public sector how they got beyond the Van Allen belts. So I don't know if any of you know anything about the radiation that surrounds the Earth in a toroid, but there's apparently a radiation belt around the Earth. So when we hear that the Apollo missions went to the moon and all that, I am very curious on how they survived the radiation belts, the Van Allen radiation belts, because if it was not, in fact, there is a potential if they did not solve that issue, then they didn't go to the moon. Maybe we went to the moon with remote cameras, like I'm looking to set up here, and also do in space. But to actually get people to the moon, you have to go through the Van Allen belt. So unless they are keeping that technology secret, then they probably didn't go to the moon in the Apollo capsules, because as far as I understand, they haven't figured out how to solve that issue yet. So I will check the chat here. That is a very interesting body of knowledge that I'm very interested in. Has anyone solved that yet with the Van Allen radiation belts? So I'm going to check the chat, and then I'll maybe talk a little bit more. All right. Oh, Howard said, no, there's no chats here. I guess I'm going to have to keep talking. I guess I was really captivating because there's no, they did not go through is what I've seen here in the chat as well. So yeah, I'm very curious about that. So those of you who've never heard, the Van Allen radiation belts around the Earth, just kind of like the aura around the body, energetically, there's a magnetic gravitational field around the body. And in the same way, there is a magnetic and gravitational field around the Earth, and then radiation belts and all kind of stuff. So until we figure out how to do that, we won't go past low Earth orbit. Like the space station is still in low Earth orbit. It's not really out there in space in the radiation belts. So if anyone watches this, if you watch this after this live stream is over and you have any information about that, or you know something, or maybe you know something in the military that is not in the public sector, let us know, let me know, because every space organization here on the Earth working on the mission to get out there into space, including SpaceX, has not solved that Van Allen radiation belt issue. So when the NASA and other government agencies, mafia agencies, potentially, tell you that they went to the moon and they have video and all this stuff, and they haven't solved the radiation issue, then they're lying to you. You got to remember again, Nazi, Werner von Braun and many of the other individuals were from, they were Nazis. And NASA didn't exist until World War II. And they brought in a lot of German scientists, and then suddenly we have this organization called NASA. NACA was dissolved and NASA became the new organization. So I love the theosophical philosophy and all the technology that the Germans had, but I don't like the whole master race concept. When you get into meditation, you realize that there is only one awareness in the whole universe, in all the bodies. Everything is alive in the universe. Everything has that one awareness in it, and it's not a separate awareness. It's not a separate awareness from you. That awareness it's the only thing that exists in all the bodies. That's what life is. Life is that awareness. And if you were to wake up in the morning and not remember who you are, then you are that pure awareness. It's not until you start remembering what you did the other day and all the other events of your life that you distinguish, that you kind of separate yourself from that awareness, which is the only thing that you are. So the software is kind of the memory in the body, and the awareness is like the electricity that inhabits the bodies, the different bodies. So that thing that inhabits the body, when you wake up in the morning, that reactivates and goes through all the electrical circuits in the body and all the software memories, that thing is the awareness, and that awareness is in all the bodies simultaneously, and that awareness is the only thing in existence which is alive, because it's unbroken and it's in all the bodies. So to say that one body, one genetic genealogy is the master race or anything like that is to not understand the basis of reality. The basis of reality is there's only one awareness in the universe. That awareness inhabits every particle of matter, antimatter, whatever type of physicality, materiality that you can imagine. Every element in the universe is inhabited by this awareness. So there is no master race in the universe. There is no beginning in the universe, and there's no end in the universe, because there's only one awareness. That awareness was never created. It will never die. You will never conquer anyone else, because there's only one awareness in the universe. It can't be destroyed. It can't be created. You cannot be the father you can't create something, because it always exists. So good luck with that master race thing, and good luck with war, because you're never going to be the master race of anything. There's only one being in the universe, and you are that being. I am that being. That being is in all the bodies. The only thing that distinguishes you from me is your memories and the skills of the body that you inhabit. But you are you. I am I. There's only one I in all the bodies. There's only one awareness, and it inhabits all the bodies. So what we can do, knowing this information, we can help each other. in all the bodies. We can help each other in the other bodies. I can help you, you can help me, we can help everybody, and together all on the planet we can help each other, because we're just helping each other, because there's only one awareness operating through all the bodies. And as we help ourselves, we can accomplish amazing things. We can experience a lot more happiness here on the earth and on other planets. Because again, it's just us on all these planets, all throughout the universe, throughout the galaxy, throughout the solar system, and even in the Nazis. It's just us and the other bodies with a malfunctioning software, not knowing, kind of more of a survivalistic software. You can program a robot to act in a warlike way, and that's kind of the software, or you can program it to act in a kind way. So when you have bad software, bad information, then you're out trying to conquer and be the master race and everything else like that. So as long as that software doesn't get the upgrade, there's going to be issues. So that's what I'm trying to do here at Ocean Camera Space Corp. Trying to merge the better software to give the upgrade for other bodies where I'm living. You know, I'm living in all these bodies, and I'm trying to help you out to get the software upgrade, because I did the meditation for 5 years, from the age of 19 to 24. It took me 5 years to understand the simplicity that I'm trying to help you get the upgrade for. There's only one being in the universe, and the only way to know that is to experience it. So if you want to think about it and then try and debate, it's just a waste of time. And that's why it took me so long to understand. And I was actually on the fast track, because I worked at it 100%. And they say the harder you work at something, maybe the more difficult it becomes. So in yoga, they say if you really work hard, it's going to be difficult, it's going to take you longer. But I worked very hard, 24 hours a day, and I went out of body, I went to other planets, I went to the center of the earth. So I am bringing you the software upgrade that it would normally take several lifetimes to get. And the reason it takes several lifetimes is because there's a lot of distractions in life. But at the age of 19, I had a sleep paralysis experience. I woke up and I was awake, but I couldn't move. And then I heard about out-of-body experiences and sleep paralysis. And so at that time I was flying. I was a commercial pilot. I was becoming a commercial pilot, flying airplanes solo at Purdue University. I had also just studied nuclear engineering for 2 years, from the age of 18 to 19, near 20 years old. So I did a lot of engineering. I was into space, and I had this experience. So several of you have not had this experience, and it may take a lot of y'all until you're almost dead, and you're on some type of maybe you'll have diabetes, or maybe you'll have a heart attack, or maybe you're on pills, or somehow you got into the pharmaceutical industry and you got into the doctor, the flow of going to the doctor and stuff. Just like I was having here with my truck, having a lot of issues over the last month and a half. I just got a heart transplant for my truck. I got a whole new engine. So, but many people have to go through that heart transplant physically for their physical body, because after I got into the yoga and the meditation is when I started to learn that, like, eating straight sugar was not good for you. Drinking Coca-Cola and Pepsi is like an acid. The pH of Coca-Cola and Pepsi, it's acidic. So it's disease can't really. What I've learned, I have a bachelor's degree in holistic wellness. It's a wishy-washy degree for a lot of people. But when you get into meditation, you start experiencing the benefits of this type of organic, natural food. So until you start meditating, you'll just, Pepsi is good for me, Coca-Cola, give me some more high fructose corn syrup. I love high fructose Gatorade, let's keep jugging it. Oh, some ketchup with high fructose corn syrup. I love the French fries with the ketchup, high fructose corn syrup. Preservatives, I love preservatives. No, that's bad stuff. And that's why you get the heart attacks and everything else. So yeah, I studied the natural wellness. I studied wellness because my dad was a plastic surgeon. He was a medical doctor, a Western doctor, and he had cancer for like 18 years before he died. But I didn't find out he had cancer until about a year before he died, because he hid it from the family. He hid it from the kids. My mom knew as well. So during that time, I was sensing that something's wrong with my dad. He's a doctor, So I better go the opposite direction of the Western medicine, because it's obviously not working for my dad, who was a doctor. My mom was a nurse too, and when we were young, she fed us the French fries and the Coca-Cola, the Pepsi, the Crush, and I ended up with all the kids ended up wearing glasses. So I actually got laser surgery on my eyes about 20 years ago to get so that I could see again, because all that crappy food that I'd been eating was degrading my health. So you know, if you think you can eat anything, I think the term is omnivore. A lot of people say, oh, I eat anything and my body runs great. Yeah, I have all these health issues, but it can't be the food. It can't be the food. No, I love my food. I love my high fructose corn syrup. I love my Coca-Cola, my different sodas, and I love all that stuff, right? No. Well, me personally, my belief, my experience, and what I've learned from medical doctors in the wellness field, like Dr. Gabriel Cousens, is that, you know, if you eat crappy food, just like if you put kerosene in your vehicle, or if you put water in your gas tank, it's not going to work so well. So the same way with the body, you know, if you have an acidic body, apparently, if you look at Arjun von der Planets, he was a nutritionist. If you look at Dr. Gabriel Cousens, they've put out books that if you follow either one of those two individuals, I have experience following the information in both of those individuals' books, Dr. Gabriel Cousens and Arjun von der Planets. I personally believe that I've healed my body of certain things. So some of y'all who are experiencing health issues, you might check out one of those two authors, Arjun von der Planets and Dr. Gabriel Cousens. Again, I am not a medical representative at all. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just have a bachelor's degree in holistic wellness, and I've been able to achieve out-of-body experiences and go off the planet and experience a lot of things that Western medicine and conventional science will tell you don't exist. So I have no credibility at all, and I'm just actually maybe a photographer here setting up my iPhone and doing some live stream video, but probably at the age of 45, looking pretty healthy. I'm actually probably not very healthy at all. So, you know, I've got muscles, but it doesn't mean I'm healthy, right? If I were a lot fatter and heavier and had a bunch of university PhD degrees, I would probably be a lot smarter. So you can choose who you want to listen to, but that's my belief, and I've shared it with you, and I'm not a medical representative. I have no credentials to back up what I'm saying. I just have, it's just what I like to do for fun. All right, so the next stop will be the main gate here at SpaceX, and I'm gonna check out the chat and see you soon. Thanks for struggling through what I just chatted with here. And if, at all, you can always just stop the video or mute the video and watch the next video. Okay, thanks for putting up with me, everybody. Okay, I'm checking the emails, the stuff here once more. They are thick and thin areas to the venom. They went through a thin area and registered how much radiation they were taking. Okay, Carl, that's very interesting information. I think around the pole, around the equator, it appears to be thicker and maybe toward the poles. Did they, Carl, if you have any more information about that, I'd like to learn more about it. Where the Van Allen belts are maybe thinner and stuff like that. IMU, cool. Thanks, IMU. Tony, thank you. Yeah, so I've found a lot of awesome information at the back of Arjun von der Planets' book. We Want to Live, everybody. ISS is protected by the magnetosphere. Yep. Thanks, Stephanie. Some people say the moon is hollow and there's several races living there, and it's actually, the moon, again, I'm going to have to get in front of the camera here. The moon does not rotate. Almost every other moon in the solar system rotates. I believe there might be one other moon in the solar system which does not rotate. So the fact that the moon doesn't rotate, it has the same face toward the Earth, and it's when they crashed something into the moon, it rang like a bell. So those two things, in addition to a lot of things that other people have said, are that the moon is an artificial satellite brought here by a larger, more advanced civilization, and that the moon, in fact, is actually hollow. And there's a lot of secret information out there that the military doesn't want you or I to know, and that's why we can't go to some of these military bases like Area 51, or, I don't know if any of you all know this, but Walmart apparently has a lot of trucks going, into the underground beneath Walmart. So whether they're FEMA centers or whatnot, Walmart has a lot of sketchy stuff going on as well as the Denver International Airport, the Dallas-Fort Worth. There's an airport here in Texas which has many sub-layers below it. So, and then there's also word that there are underground highways from the East Coast to the West Coast, and also to other continents. So there's a lot of secret stuff going on here on the Earth, and that's just at the upper layers of the crust, never mind inside the Earth. So yeah, the moon, I believe, is hollow. I believe it's an artificial satellite. It does not rotate like every other moon in the solar system. And if you look at some of the people on YouTube who have skills similar to mine, but have focused in other areas, they have brought down information that there are many races living in the moon, and it is actually, in fact, hollow. So, like the Earth, I believe the Earth has pockets that are hollow, and I believe there are races living inside the Earth, different species living in the Earth. Okay. So that's what you get here at Ocean Cam. Hey, no enemies, thank you. Oh, the University of Iowa. Okay. Yeah, can any of y'all send me a link to the University of Iowa info? Where is I in deep sleep? Okay, Tim, I'm going to check out the rest of the chat here before I go into that. Thanks, IMU. Juan, nice. Title locked. Yeah, Carl, I don't know about that because every other moon in the solar system rotates. So I don't know if tidal locked is, what does that mean, tidal locked, How does that happen? How does one moon out of 200 not rotate? I don't believe that tidal lock thing. Cosmic energies, yes. Hey, Michael. Brew map, Susie. Okay, so where is I in deep sleep? Okay, that's a good thing. So, again, I was saying that the I, the awareness, I is the awareness. I has no perspective without a body. The I has no perspective. Without a lens, there is no other. There's just undifferentiated awareness. So this awareness exists everywhere. There's no location without the I. But the I has no self-perspective without a form. So it needs a body to inhabit. And again, I believe every aspect of matter has energy in it. So I've said this before, every aspect of matter has energy, every aspect of energy has awareness, and awareness is that I. The awareness is undifferentiated throughout the universe, and you'd have to meditate to know that is in fact a reality. So the I is that awareness in a body. It's like the electricity in a computer, and the I only has perspective when it has a lens. So the I can reflect off of something or get movement into it. So I don't know if the light is coming from the outside in or coming from the inside out. I believe the light is coming from the outside into the materiality and then going back out. So a lot of people think about the brain as containing all the memories and everything, but I've been out of body and looked back at the physical body. So I've been out of body, and I've also seen seen thought forms moving around the physical body. You can check out my outofbodyjournal.com website with the YouTube channels, but I've seen thought forms moving around the body. So the thought is just like a software. I can give you a thought, and it's like a ball of energy, and then you incorporate that into you through the brain and into your other levels of bodies. So the memory is not 100% contained in the body. So you could think of the computer has a CPU, central processing unit, but it also has RAM, random access memory cards. So it has memory cards and it also has a CPU. So in the same way, the body, there are certain things like the brain and the spinal cord has brain matter in it, but all of the memories and everything is not 100% contained in the body. It's when you get out of body, you have actually access to more knowledge and information and thoughts and memories than you do when you're in your physical body. So there's a limitation to that I when it's in the body, and that's the hard work that you do in meditation. It's hard work. It's the great work. They talk about it as the pearl of wisdom. The great pearl. The not the philosopher's stone, but the person who the alchemical process. So, and it's really not a chemical process. There may be chemical ramifications with the understandings. As you gain more understanding, there may be more effects on the brain matter and all that. There may be some chemical reactions which happen as a result of the awakening of that awareness. But it's really not a materialistic. It's not a material happening. It's more an awakening of the awareness of the consciousness. So the I, when you're asleep, the I is everywhere. But just like with your computer, when you turn it on, the electricity comes in, and the CPU and the random access memory, the hard drive boots up, and it seems to be alive again. But it's really just the electricity has come back in and activated all the material transistors and circuits in the computer. In the same way, the body just gets reactivated, and all the memories get started up again. But again, you can go out of body and still have those thoughts and memories that you've had from your experience in the body. But those experiences, when you get out of body, soon diminish as you reawaken while you're out of body to your larger memory. You have more memories when you're out of body of things that you didn't do when you were actually in your physical body. So the body does not contain all the memories of that awareness. And as you get to more and more subtle layers out of body, you gain access to more knowledge, because again, you are in all the bodies simultaneously, and the only thing that differentiates you from another aspect of yourself in another body, you operating through another body, is the software, the memories in the cards, the memory cards in the body that you're functioning in. So once you get out of body, you start to loosen away from those thought forms that you had while you're in your physical body, and you start to branch out and regain access to other knowledge that you have in your other bodies. So yeah, find me another photographer here at SpaceX who's telling you this information. Hey, Keenan. Tim, awesome. One time per orbit around there, perfectly. All right, I will go to the next location. It's been a lot of fun. Hey, Carl, thank you so much. To Keenan, Tim, I am you. Thank you, I am you. Good to have someone who understands what I'm saying. No enemies, I love it, man. And Stephanie, and I'm gonna go to the next spot here. I've got a bunch of footage. Again, it's Sunday, January 9th, 2022. It's been here almost a year. I got here in March of last year, 2021. So in January, February, March, in about less than 2 months, in less than 60 days, because I think I got here around March 3rd or something around that time frame. So I'll have been here a year in less than 2 months. So Looking forward to seeing what happens today and maybe in the future, and where life goes and what we can do and collaborate on here on the Earth and in space and in other dimensions. Because again, I believe that there are aliens, but again, if you come from this perspective that there's only one awareness in the universe, there's only one being in existence, and that being doesn't have any memories. It just it inhabits all these different bodies because that's the only thing it can do. There's nothing to do but inhabit bodies and have experiences. And a lot of people like to think that, well, I'll reincarnate. I will reincarnate, and then I'll get another body, and then I'll keep trying to do what I want to do, and I will be the master race. But there is no beginning, there is no end. So you can keep re-inhabiting bodies and thinking that you are distinct and separate from other aspects of yourself, from yourself and all the other different bodies. And in each life, you can think that you are the master race, or you are going to be the best. But really, you're competing against yourself, and you can never beat yourself because, again, you are living simultaneously in all the bodies, and you can never win because you're going to keep reincarnating, and every other person in existence is, in fact, your other life. So when certain people say, who are kind of novices in the spiritual realm, a lot of people in the meditation field think, I was once a princess, or I was once a prince, I was in the family of whatever. That is really the beginner in the field of meditation, because every person in existence, every animal, every alien in existence is your other lifetime. Because there's only one being in the universe, and you are that being. And again, the undifferentiated awareness is in all the different bodies simultaneously throughout history. So every being in the universe is your other lifetime. So you can think that, oh yeah, I don't want to reincarnate anymore or whatever. That's really just the software in your body, the limited memory of the lifetime that you've inhabited, not thinking correctly, because every being in existence in the past and in the future and concurrently right now is your other lifetime, simultaneous lifetime. So you can never stop reincarnating, because that's the only thing you can do in existence. You can only reincarnate. So if you want to have a better lifetime, you cannot beat yourself, because again, that's you in the other body. It's like, can my right hand beat my left hand? I'm going to attack my left hand and try and beat my right hand, and maybe when I take out my left hand, my right hand will be the surviving dominant force in the universe. No, because that hand that you just beat was your left hand. It's the same awareness in my right hand as in my left hand. That's the same thing in all these different bodies. It's the same awareness in my right hand as the awareness that's in my left hand. So I can't dominate my left hand, and my left hand can't dominate my right hand. If my left hand wakes up and says, I'm going to kill my right hand, and I'm going to nuke my right hand, and then I will stop my right hand from reincarnating, and my left hand will be the master race awareness for the rest of the universe. No, because my right hand is still here in my left hand. So, and the right hand is in every body throughout the universe. So I'm never going to win against my awareness. Awareness cannot beat itself. There's only one awareness in the universe. It's in my head. If I were to cut off my head, my hands would not function anymore. But if I were to cut off my leg, my left leg, my hands would still win, and they might think we are the dominant hands. My right hand awareness might say, I am the best. My left hand awareness might say, no, I am the best. But my leg will in fact still be cut off. All right. So I'm putting my leg back on. So my leg is now I've still got both my legs. So cutting off someone's legs or bombing somebody is not the answer, because the awareness doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. So. All right, I'm going to go to the main gate, everybody. Check out the chat here. I've had a lot of fun sharing this knowledge. Yeah, okay, I'm not exactly sure where the land is, but I can show, I'm not on my land right now. I have to get the survey done, but I just want to show you all that the build site is over there, and you can see a bunch of cameras back that way. So the land I'm renting is it's around this area here, and I will know exactly where once the survey is done, and then I will set up a camera, and then we will have this view 24/7. So it's going to cost me $750 to set up the camera to get the survey done. Y'all are welcome to donate, contribute to the channel, because after paying for the survey, I'll have about $200 left in the bank, and I'm going to have to pay gas as well. So I got some temp work on Saturday morning. I did 5 hours of work and I made 70 bucks. Cleaning some pizza ovens at a pizza place with somebody else. So I'm doing some pizza work right now, cleaning ovens. So it'd be nice not to have to do that, but I got to do whatever I can get. So yep, that's what's going on here. If you'd like to contribute to the channel, I will have about 200 bucks in my bank account sometime this week, and that'll be it for the next I don't know, 2 weeks or so. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get out here every day if I don't make any money on the side doing something or something else. So that's where I'm at now, but I will have a survey sometime this week, and that I will pay for that out of my pocket, and I think I should be able to set up a camera, and we'll see where it goes every day. All right, everybody, I'm gonna go to the main gate from here. Thank you for watching. It's been a lot of fun chatting with y'all. And if you don't understand what I was talking about, just realize it took me 5 years of effort every day, living in a yoga community and spending several $100,000 on workshops and everything else, on books and time and everything. 100% dedication and time to understand the knowledge the upgrade I'm trying to help you out to figure out. So, all right, see you soon. All right, thank you.